I got a phone call a couple of days ago about a travel contract. No, not really. I was not looking for a contract, but I may as well have a contract in the state that I am licensed in. So I had applied for a position for CNA. It was PCT, patient care tech. And this position, it was acute care settings. It was through One Staffing. I submitted myself. I think on a Wednesday. I submitted myself on a Wednesday for the position. No, I submitted myself on a Thursday for it. Because then I got a text from my recruiter saying they for do calling for interviews. It was Q care settings for med surge. I haven't done med surge like that as much. I do all the other departments, but not much as med surge. I've been doing it maybe a few times, but it's probably not hard to do for med surge. But anyways, so in this scenario, it was in Illinois. No setting colors, 13 weeks of a contract, hospital settings. Didn't want experience. So if somebody had experience in med surge, of course they get the position because they had experience in med surge. There was no color for it. 13 weeks. There was a 12-hour. This is a 12-hour shift. So 7A to 7P or 7P to 7A. Then Monday through shift. There was no set of colors to wear for this unit. This position is in a hospital settings. This position is in Illinois. I forgot what hospital it was. 13 weeks. I think it was for 12. They were trying to give me for this contract that I've since I mentioned about it. It's not too many contracts that you can get meals and meals and Skyping. It's like either or now. It's not like a bare need like it is before. It's not like an anxious need either. But the killer part is the need is not there. And now when you get a contract, it's either or. They don't give you both. They give you either the or. So majority of the time they give you a house to stay and you can find some food. Most of the time it depends on the company as well. But for now, for this contract, it was just a housing. Of course you had to stay close by to the hospital. There was overtime to be available. You could pick up 2 or 3 shifts and then your check a little bit different. But the problem is, I submit myself to this and got denied for the contract. I knew I wasn't gonna get it anyway. Only reason because since I submit myself on a Thursday, that Friday when I got that text from my recruiter saying Friday they go call, so keep your line open for interviews. I knew by Monday already they don't go call. Know why? Why? It's because I didn't have too much of experience as med surge, and I literally said that. He was just trying to, make a profit. But yeah, this position was in Illinois since I had my Illinois license now. But yeah, in there. What else? Not too much of. I haven't really submit myself to a lot of contracts anyway because most of these travel contracts are not even reasonable. Some of them is not really talking the language. Most of them is not really saying anything. Most of them are very lowball, really. I saw a few of them maybe like $8.90 or $8.90 or $9.37. That's not well, something like that is like a PRN. It says PRN, but it also said housing with it. It's a travel contract. Again, some of these contracts are very, very low ball. Very, very low ball. I was wishing for the heat, but this heat rash is irritating the fuck out of me. Oh wow. I call it heat rash. I never had one. Now I got one. Between my face, my hands, and my arms. But yeah, travel contracts is not really all there. Some companies may have a good contract, but right now for getting contracts in Wisconsin, or I just say in Wisconsin, it's kind of like overrated. You're not gonna get as much. And then it depends on the settings as well. So it's kind of like useless to get it or go ahead and grab that contract. It's kind of like useless don't go ahead and get one, even though the money somewhere's there, but it's not really talking the language when it was out there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's only either the or. You're gonna get the housing or the meals just to get a contract, and it depends on that facility have overtime. That'd be my biggest fear right there. You first try to submit me to the contract or a nursing home or like hospital settings, and there's overtime to be picked up, because that's how I live off my overtime. That's how I live. But yeah, most of these contracts is not really there. But I have not got submitted to another contract, and most of these contracts is not really there. But I probably will submit myself to another contract in Illinois or Wisconsin. I'm not for sure. I'll wait till after the summer hits, and then I'll look for a contract. But other than that, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.